Welcome comrades and fat capitalists. This is a tutorial for Soviet workers and resources in the realistic mode. I have watched a few videos how to start in this realistic mode, and none has given me an answer that I could work with. So I made my own video. Here you see the starting layout. I think you can all do this. You all probably have your own concept or favorite starting layout. I like to divide my construction offices into teams which mimic the building stages. So I have a groundwork, some materials, and in the end buses with workers, which we'll try to not use in this tutorial. Okay, all vehicles seem to be ready to start construction. So we'll start by building our first road layout and some utilities, which will be, in this case, electricity, water and sewage. You cannot start a city without these. Electricity will be imported from foreign sources. There's no time to build a power plant myself. That will be much later. I guide the electricity through a little switch so I can later on have some flexibility in where I get my electricity from. But that's electricity. Water and sewage is quite easy. That's going to be a water tank and a sewage tank, and that will be serviced by a technical office, which then will import water and export the sewage. Very easy. Okay, I also will construct a small distribution office that will service the city, or at least the grocery store and the small store, and of course the pub with food and beverage. Later on I will construct, or at least pre-construct, the pub, kindergarten and football ground. What I mean with pre-constructing is it will have all the building materials ready at the construction site. All the mechanical process will be done. So say groundworks is done, materials is ready, and then it just needs workers to finish the job. Yeah, the grocery store needs to be finished. I have tried some experiments where the grocery store also was pre-built, but then it needs to finish the grocery store. It has to be stocked with food, and by the time that is done, already some people are thinking about leaving my nice new republic. So I decided that in order to make a good start, you need at least food, water, sewage and electricity. Water and sewage is easy. You could actually just get the water and sewage truck, and then each individual building will be serviced. And at least in the beginning that can work quite well. But yeah, I have some standards. Okay, then it's time to build the first flats. I will immediately place 2 flats wherein I will make use of the building or construction priority, where one has high priority over the other, that actually only goes for the gathering of materials. For workers, ignore the priority if they're coming from close by. Okay, one of the funny elements of this game is that you have to suppress the need for religion. I kind of like that idea. And one of the things you do that with is culture. So we need a cinema with great movies to distract our people from their religious needs. I like that. Okay, let's see the costs. Well, up till now we spent 1% on foreign manpower, roughly. We spent 20 times more on resources than on manpower. I like that. Okay, this is what I brought you in for actually. This is when my first workers arrive. Now I can set the destination in which building project they're gonna work on by assigning what workplace they're going to work. There was no tutorial that showed me this. Now the cranes are coming in, and as soon as this crane are hitting, then bam! The building is actually done really, really fast. And this is just with one flat. As you can see, the pub is done, the small store is getting done. We'll now do the distribution, where we'll do the store with clothes first, because yeah, clothes are more important than beer. And after that's done, I can immediately do the kindergarten. And because the school has got its materials now also, after the kindergarten we can finish construction on the school. Yeah, it's just by assigning them and then the work gets done. It's that easy. That will remove all your foreign labor costs, which will add up till a couple of 100K in the end before you start before you finish your first industrial building. Except for little road parts, which are not being done by machines. Yeah, I don't need any foreign manpower anymore. So now I have to keep these citizens, which I have to keep them satisfied. It's now at 73%, but it will drop because they missing quite some services. So first things is the cinema, then I'll build a hospital, afterwards the heating plant before it's getting cold, and then a fire station and a police station. In between I'll also build some more flats, which will add to my workforce. The bottleneck will be the delivery of materials in the end, but yeah, I cannot build much more construction offices, and the waiting lines in front of the storages is else getting too long. So yeah, this is it actually. Bam! There we have the hospital. Well, not yet. Cinema is built and the hospital is under construction, so we start planning for the heating plant. Now okay, everybody will say, why are you building this that close to your citizens? But we do not have the luxury yet to transport citizens to the facility to work there. So yeah, I'll have to take the pollution penalty, and hopefully I build it downwinds, because yeah, that matters. And we'll be using an old City Skylines trick, just put in some commercial zone in between, and that might help. There you see we speed building now the hospital by putting two flats, two working companies on it. It gets its last materials and it's just flying up in the air. Okay, next up is the fire station. We do not want our beautiful buildings to burn down, and believe me, that can happen very easily. If you wait too long with building a fire station, you see just one of your buildings collapse. That will not happen because, yeah, hopefully, hopefully it will not happen, and we're in time. We're now speed building the second part of the heating plant. We'll need to keep an eye on this because, yeah, it also has a final phase, and it would be a waste of resources if we keep sending workers in. That's one of the downfalls, I think, which sending workers in automatically. They will keep sending in workers even if that next phase is not reached. Yeah, we need an indoor pool for the winter. And I put that in between the flats and the heating plant, so hopefully they will not be bothered too much by it. Okay, next up is the fire station. We'll speed build that as well. Here you see we have now more than 40 workers continuously working on this building, and those working days are dropping like a motherfucker. I really like that. That you will not reach with bringing in foreign manpower. This is the way to play it. Okay, we're getting ready for the winter by installing some snow plows. As you can see, the texture of the grass has changed into fall. It's now September the 5th. We're still having 421,000 rubles in the bank. We are really well set up. This is going to be a, yeah, how to say, the industrial process is going to be next, so probably a clothing factory to start earning some cash. But those things you'll see in the next episode.